Hey guys, I've been watching a lot of videos, in the past few minutes. I really should have this more planned out, but I don't have any of my videos planned out. I've been watching a lot of manga room tours, manga collection tours, and I haven't done one in a while. I don't think I've ever done a strictly manga one. I've done video game room tours, because before manga I collected video games, and I don't know, I've just been really proud of my collection lately, because I started thinking back, because I got this shelf over here that you'll see later. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more in detail, but I used to have barely enough manga to fill that little bitty shelf over there, and it's just amazing. I remember when I was a kid, when I used to go to libraries or things like that, I'd always imagine having, well, more specifically, I imagine having like a wall of Dragon Ball mangas. You know, they have the cool ones that have the library that if you connect them all, you know, it has this cool picture. But I haven't got around to that yet. But I do have a lot of manga, and I'm really happy with that. I always wanted like a room full of manga. As soon as I started collecting and buying it. I'm also gonna tell this real quick. I thought I was done with collecting manga for a while, because there was a part, there was a bit of time that, like I said, my only dream was to have a room full of manga. So I'd buy manga anytime I seen it cheap, right? So a lot of times I'll get a lot of ones I don't care about, or no number ones, or you know, things like that. They just a wasted space. Like there's this bookstore that I used to visit a lot that used to be near me and didn't. They sold 25-cent books from the library that was donated to them, and I would buy them every time I see them because they're 25 cents. So I ended up hoarding a whole bunch of manga that I could never read because I could never find any number one. But eventually I sold all of them, and once My Hero started coming out, I just started collecting again recently because I really wanted just to jump ahead of the My Hero before the new season came out, and I got into this. So I've maybe been collecting for maybe like 6 months now, like maybe a year. I don't think it's been a year yet. So yeah, let's get into a little bit more detail, and I'm going to show you guys around. Okay guys, it's a little bit messy because I literally just got finished moving shelves around and all that. So yeah, this is my manga room from afar. I just wanted to say that real quick. Later, I'm going to be doing another video just focusing on my video game aspect of my room, because this is my bedroom. This is the garage room. That's why it is boiling hot. No one else wanted to be in here, so I took over. So yeah, so if you want to see a video game version of this where I focus more on my video games, then see that video later. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, here's my favorite part of this room, really. This is my Hero shrine thing that I kind of been building up. Over here I have a whole bunch of my little Band Presto statues and figures that I think I have reviews for. I tried to review them, but I kind of fell out of it, just because these are like 25 bucks a piece. I got broke, so I haven't been buying them for a little bit. And like I said, it's a little bit messy. I have stuff cluttered all over here because I'm not the cleanest person, and because like I said, I just got done moving things around. I cleaned it up a little bit, but not perfectly. I got some tops and little things to make it look better. I got one of these little figures up at GameStop. They really sucked, but you know what? I put it back in the box after I realized it sucked, and I haven't touched it since, and it looks good. Down here, I have some of my Shonen Jump manga. I try to organize it all together. These are my Hero Vigilantes in my garage, and over here is my Naruto. I have a lot of number ones and a lot of number fives because their book sucks, and they keep on sending me when I order like new books, they keep on sending me defective ones. Sorry, you might hear my Xbox going off, but Dr. Stone, I haven't got around to it. Beats, I haven't got around to it. A lot of these mangas I have a big backlog of manga. I've read most of the Wolfman. Here are some of the newer mangas I got from a eBay lot from the end. And those last three is the only Japanese mangas I got. I just found them cheap at a thrift shop, so I grabbed them. Over here is some more manga and manga related things, like some manga DVDs that I put there just to pad out the space a little bit. This is where I put my least favorite mangas. Like my Shonen Jump is my pride thing, but my sake, I don't have that big of a collection of them. And my Tokyo Pop down here, this is where I keep all of them. Okay, I know this is weird, but this is where I used to keep my least favorite manga. So not too well. All my library owned copies, but now I'm getting a lot more non-library owned copies that don't have the library stickers on them. So now it's just kind of whatever. It doesn't go on my favorite shelf. They're not bad manga. They just aren't my favorites anymore. Over here is where I read my mangas. I have a whole bunch of yokai plushies because I have no idea where else to put them. I bought them really cheap at a dollar store because the Dollar Tree was selling a whole bunch of Yokai Watch merch, so I stocked up before I even watched the show. And over here I have some more little, knickknacks. These were at the Dollar Tree too. There's a little blind bag. I wanted to get them all. I did not succeed. I bought a lot of them, gave some of them away. I'm not proud of my purchase decision, but I really wanted, I'm not a big One Punch fan. What's his name? The robot guy. I just wanted a robot guy, but no, I got like a million One Punch Man in different poses. And I also got some of the monster guys and ninjas. I like One Punch Man, I just don't remember the names. And up here, I got some more little knickknacks and things like that. Got a light for when I read my manga. These posters are really special to me because I've had these forever, like ever since I was a kid. My mom used to work for some guy that bought storage lots, and right around when I started to get into Dragon Ball was my first anime I ever watched. And right around when I was getting into it, someone gave these to her, and that's why I have Gohan. Like, he's not my preferred pick if I had to pick somebody. Like, he's fine, but not my preferred pick. Over here is some more of my Dragon Ball shrine. I have some Dragon Ball plushies, and I have some Dragon Ball VHSs that I actually used as a child. I found them at, I wasn't around when these came out. I just found these at a thrift shop, and I had a VHS player as a kid. So I watched them completely out of order. So that's how I watched Dragon Ball. You might hear my cats fighting. I hear one of these, some Dragon Ball Famicom games and Game Boy games. I'm about to go check that out, but yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Well, I broke up a cat fight, but back to what I was saying. Like I said, here's some Famicom games and Game Boy games. Sadly, I got a Retron 5, and I was hoping to be able to translate most of these. I can't. I even got some of the Video Now cards. I want to buy more of them, but too bad they only have GT. And down here is I'll get to this first. I tried to collect records, because I figured it'd be really cool while I'm reading to put on a record. It'd be really calming. But it didn't work out that way because every record I ordered from eBay came scratched, and little scratches bug me. My cat's screaming, just ignore that. I'm gonna go shut it up, and I'll be back. Back to what I'm saying. Hopefully I can finish this video without another cat fight. Usually I try to blur it out with background noise, it's too much. You can see some of my wires. I tried to use shelves to hide it, but didn't do such a great job, as you can see. But here is my comic book collection. I've been trying to get into more comics. I used to buy them at the 25-cent bookstore. That's why you see a lot of them with library tags on them. And sadly, a lot of them are out of order. I just grabbed them whenever I could see them because comics are expensive. I wish I could afford more comics because I can buy a used manga for $2 or $3. Usually $10 is a pretty good price for a used comic book, like the thick ones that I like to read. So, I recently got Infinity, and I got this one at 25-cent bookstore, but the thing that's cool about that is it doesn't have library stick on it, so that's pretty cool. I have some Spider-Man comics in here that I really want to read. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. I actually have it upside down that I just now noticed because I just moved them. The Emperor Joker, I really enjoyed that comic. I actually bought that for like $15 used. I broke down a little bit because it looked really cool. But yeah, I liked it. I thought he was really cool. Down here I have some comics I care less about because I have a cat that you heard in the background. He is as annoying as he sounds. He likes to take my comics off the shelf, my books off the shelf, and pee on them sometimes. I think he's grown out of it, but just in case, I keep comics I care less about and books I care less about on the bottoms of these shelves over here because it doesn't happen to the other shelves, just these ones. Next, I have my record player because, like I said, I tried to get into comics. Well, not comics. I tried to get into records. Didn't work out. Moving on. Next, have some books, like real books, not comic books. See, I actually read, but I have a lot of the same books because I used to buy them at thrift shops, and I had a problem. And 25-cent bookstores, so every time I seen them, I grabbed them because I like to swap the covers around to get like the perfect copy. And yeah, I have most of the Percy Jacksons, I think. I've read them in school. I always wanted them. I don't feel like reading them again because, like I said, I'm one of those people that I only read things once. I don't feel like reading it ever again. But yeah, I got Insurgent. I picked that up recently. I read the first Harry Potter. I didn't read it as a kid, but I read it now. It was okay. I like the Chronicles of Vladimir Child. I personally like that more than Harry Potter. Like, I'd rather read about a vampire boy. Down here, I have some more books and things like that. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I try to grab them when I can. I'm not sure why. I want a full set of them. The Twilight books, they were at the thrift shop, and I wanted the whole set. I actually read this one as a kid when I was in middle school. It was okay. We had to read something, and I didn't like. This is before I really collected things. I didn't like renting books, well, not borrowing books from the library because I'm irresponsible, and it would most likely get destroyed, and then I had to pay for it. So I got this really cheap. I was reading it. Only thing that sucks, I always hated bringing this to school. You know, a big hunky guy, you know, with her in his arms. Didn't look good. Didn't look cool for my man cred. But yeah. I also got these. I found these in my closet. Had no idea how I got there. It was there for like years, like even before I collected. And it says dark materials, and it looks kind of darkish. So I just never touched them. I assumed that the devil left them. Just so. Now it's in my collection. Yeah. Down here I have some baskets just because I need to take up space because I don't have enough books yet to fill this whole thing. Have, like I said, all my trashy books that I don't care about getting destroyed, my library owned copies, or just books I don't care about are on the bottom because just in case you get peed on. But yeah. I don't think I showed these pops here. This video is really out of order because I keep on telling myself that I would like to make this video, but I keep on forgetting, or I keep on cleaning my room halfway and then not recording it or just backing out. So I'm trying to force myself to actually do it this time. So yeah. And like every weeb, I guess that's what I'm considered. I had to get me a samurai sword. Not really. I just found this really cheap at a pawn shop, and I figured, why not have a samurai sword? I was buying a Ninja Turtle game at a pawn shop, and I seen this, and somehow I made a deal getting a Ninja Turtle game and a sword for $20. So, seemed like a good deal. Thank you guys for watching. I wanted to do all kinds of crazy editing on this video, but I was lazy. See, I had a whole plan planned out, but I didn't feel like dealing with it. So I'm sorry if it was a little bit non-professional or it looks like crap, I know. And I'm sweating because it is the summer. And like I said, this room, I love it. I love that I was able to get the biggest room in the house. But it's because no one else wants it, because it gets ridiculously hot in the summer and it gets ridiculously cold in the winter. My closet in there is not really a closet. This was meant like this. That was a tool shed, basically. That was a workshop for somebody. But it gets so cold in there that in the winter that I left a soda in there once, and by the time I went back in there, like after like a day or two, it was still ice cold. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this room, but it does come with its drawback. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. hopefully this video is going to get out there. I keep on hoping to make this video because I love how much my game collection has improved. Like I said, it used to be able to fit my whole, not my game collection, I'm thinking about the wrong video. For my manga collection, like I said, I used to be able to fit my whole manga collection of books I cared about on that one shelf, and I'm slowly starting to become, like, starting to build a really cool collection. Like, I used to have very little books I cared about, and then just some that I found cheap. Now it's mostly books I've read, I care about, and I'm meant to buy. You know, it's just because, you know, it's all I could afford, and it's really cool. So thank you guys for watching, like I said, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. I'm trying not to repeat that too much.